Hi everybody, it's Honest John again. Now there is a tendency among some atheists to be a little bit smug, a little bit superior. They seem to think that all believers are stupid, and they're not. Many of the most brilliant people in history have been deeply religious. And though atheists are now at the highest percentage of the world population that they've ever been in history, we're still vastly outnumbered by believers. So it would be the height of hubris to believe that all of these believers are stupid. On the other hand, there are a lot of televangelists and tent show preachers who are obviously taking advantage of gullible Christians. When I see people like Creflo Dollar, Eddie Long, Jan Crouch, John Hagee, Joel Osteen, Pat Robertson, and not to mention some of the preachers who have passed on, like Oral Roberts and Jimmy Swaggart, Reverend Ike, Herbert and Garner Ted Armstrong, I can't help but wonder how the people never see through these obvious hucksters. I mean, they're obviously only in it for the money. They're really not interested in spiritual enlightenment. Years ago, Marjo Gortner, a very prominent preacher, made a documentary exposing just what a fraud he was. And this was like a magician exposing how magic tricks are done. But we all know that magicians are tricksters. A lot of Christians think that these preachers have a direct line to God. That's like believing that the magician's assistant really does get sawed in half. So though most religious people are not stupid, the same can't be said for evangelicals. And now they have become the target of one of the biggest scams in history. One of the biggest scam artists in history. Donald Trump is trying to convince evangelical voters that he is one of them. So he's quoting from the Bible and pretending that he actually reads it. Which is obviously not true because he's not in it. He also says that he's never asked God for forgiveness, even though he's a serial adulterer and wants to fuck his daughter. But it's going to be a close battle between him and Ted Cruz as to who can fool more of these idiots. But you know, atheists, the percentage of atheists, as I mentioned, is steadily increasing, especially among the young and the well-educated. So how come nobody's pandering to us? Thanks for listening.